It just seemed the instinctive thing to do, to kneel and to offer an index finger by way of handshake. This is Stickman, a traditional wooden marionette, long-limbed and beautifully languorous and balletic when he moves.
I was into the artist Giacometti at the time when I carved them, so I was into long, skinny figures.
From head to toe, Stickman is about 20 inches high. The master puppeteer controlling his 16 strings goes by the marvellous and real name of Basil Twist. And Twist draws a critical distinction between forcing Stickman to move in a certain way and animating him naturally.
I'm not making him do anything specific. I'm kind of just using what's a natural pendulum action, and I don't care where his legs go. I don't care where they land, and suddenly he comes alive in a different way than if I'm like trying to put the leg someplace. There's some sort of like freedom in him, just like bouncing. He has this natural pendulum in him, and once you know the weight and can feel it, you can kind of let him do that.
It's a small world, theatre puppetry, but probably no one is more admired or more inventive than Basil Twist. Twist's puppet ballet of Petrushka, created for the Lincoln Center in New York in 2001. These are so-called rod puppets, and at about 4 foot high, they're pretty big. Each one requires 3 operators to move the rods attached to the puppets' heads, arms and legs. And Twist wanted to test dexterity to the limit. The puppets danced to Stravinsky's score like no other dancers.
I wanted things that puppeteers would wonder, how did they do that? Because to make a puppet like that spin actually is hard, because there's 3 people holding on to it. So to make him turn, you actually have to let go of him and re-grip him and pass him around.
Symphonie Fantastique in 1998 was set in a water tank to music by Hector Berlioz. Things materialized and vanished, were transformed by a quartet of puppeteers working unseen in wetsuits. Twist used fabric, feathers, tinsel, dyes, bubbles, anything he felt that worked. With a fan at his feet, playing with a rectangle of white silk in the studio, Basil Twist has helped reinvent the very vocabulary of his art form. Throwing the silk up, caressing it, being enveloped by it, leaving it to float and fall. Every ripple, every flutter is somehow different.
That idea of bringing something to life, bringing the inanimate to life, that it has, and that's the essence of that, is that it moves. That it moves, and that we actually believe that it's moving itself and that it has spirit in it.
And that's an absolutely entrancing thing.
Yeah, totally entrancing.